Hello Sagittarius, welcome to your weekly reading. This is going to be for the week of the 7th going to the 13th of February. Let's have a little look to see what's going on for you. I'm going to pull one more. I love this energy. There's a pink vibe going on. I don't know what that is. Maybe the skies, maybe you guys are looking at like sunsets, or the sky is just looking super pretty for you guys. Anyways, right. Let's talk about this, because what I do see here is that there is, we're not going to say disappointment, but you're kind of recognizing that maybe something just isn't for you. For some of you, this could be in love. For others of you, and from the majority of you, it's going to be opportunities and businesses or ideas coming to life here. I'm just going to use my Portuguese deck this week, guys, by the way. Felt drawn towards it, but I'll let you guys know what's coming out for you. But let's see. Yeah, the Hanged Man is coming up for all the fire signs. You're seeing things differently. This is great because there is an awakening coming up for you, which means that you guys are seeing things from a higher perspective, from a different perspective. And, you know, a lot of the times, and especially when there is this chessboard, or what I would call it is like a maze involved, is when you're in the maze, things look great, or like a pathway looks great, but then when you look from a higher perspective, you'll see that it just leads to dead ends, or it leads to things that aren't going where you want it to go. And what you're doing here is looking at life from a different perspective, and all the fire signs seems to be doing this within this week, so it's good. It means that you're in alignment to what spirit is wanting from you, which is good. So this might be a time of where you're understanding, all right, this person's not supposed to be in my life, this thing isn't for me anymore, or this career path isn't for me anymore, or this home isn't for me anymore. You know, what you're doing is understanding what is within your destiny. Let's just say it like that. And it doesn't have to be this whole woo-woo thing, Sagittarius. It just feels like if there is a lot of resistance involved, or something is just draining your energy, you're learning and understanding, okay, do I keep giving to this and losing this game? Or do I pull back and go, actually, I'm not going to play this game? You know, that's out for everyone else's benefit but your own. And you're understanding maybe even that people around you just are no longer for you because you're changing. And I can see that with this Hanged Man coming through here, Sag, that you are changing, and you're understanding that again. Things around you might need to change now to kind of catch up with you. Now, we have co-create and a leg up, which is good because you do have spiritual support around you. You do have the universe working in your favor within this week, but we have to learn when to understand something is not within our best interest anymore. And that's your choice. If you want to carry on going around this route, playing this game, that's up to everybody out there, of course. But learning when to play back and understanding that. What can I say with this? We'll look at we'll wait for the cards to come up before I say what I'm going to say. We'll see if the message comes back up again. But it's no longer feeding into other people's rules and other people's games and other people, you know, it's for other people's benefit. It's not for your own. And there could be some people around you who are, again, not really caring about your needs, but they still want something from you, you know. This is where you're understanding, all right, this is not for me anymore. And being honest with yourself is definitely a highlight of this week, and that's why that Hanged Man energy was there, because you're seeing things differently and it's coming from a place of truth. So ultimately this is good for you, Sag, but it's just about understanding when is a good time to let go. We then have co-create, which I always say when this card comes in, it's about kind of coming back to the drawing board here and going, all right, what's the next step for me? It is kind of like, it's interesting. It has a number 4 here, which is about the foundations, but the 0 is the one that I'm intuitively picking up on, because it's about starting from scratch in terms of thinking about the foundations that you're building in your life and the legacy you're wanting to leave. And I always see everyone's life a bit like we're building something, Sag, and I like this. This could be about businesses. It could again be about homes. The 4 is all about that too. And kind of stepping outside the comfort zone a little bit more in terms of what you're wanting to manifest in the future. You guys are putting out your intentions, and I would say this is a great week to actually write down everything that you really want and have a bit of a life review here. Because with the leg up card, it might be a little bit difficult, but I'm actually seeing this more of like a surrender card. Allow yourself to rely on the universe around this time for their help in terms of a sense of direction, because when we notice that something isn't for us, our head goes into, okay, well, what is? And Spirit's saying you can create that. Your life is a big book here, Sag. At least that's how I like to see it, and we get to write the story. The moments that we kind of allow other people to, I guess, okay, let's bring in the philosophy. You can skip this if you want, but what I like to see it as, life is just a huge big book that we're writing as we're going along. Sometimes we can let other people write the path for us. Sometimes we'll let the universe write it for us. And sometimes we can take control of the pen and write it for ourselves. This is where you are writing it for yourself. You're taking it away from people who have been writing it for you. You're no longer reacting to certain people. You're no longer letting other people define you or define your story or define where you're going. You're pulling away from this. You could be becoming your own boss here, Sag. You're becoming your own leader in your life, which is important. And you and Spirit are working together in understanding what you want moving forward. And they're helping you gain direction here to get there. So I love this combination of cards. And a 3 and a 7 is your divine path. So this was part of your destiny to go, actually, I'm having that pen and I'm writing my own damn story. I'm not letting other people do it for me anymore, which is beautiful. All right. So this normally happens when you kind of come out that 9 to 5 and do your own thing and start creating your own life for yourself. You're kind of coming outside the matrix also in terms of your perception of the world. You're kind of taking it back from people in the world who seem to want to always control people's minds. Let's just say that, Sag. And you're kind of going, actually, that mind is mine. That pen is mine. I'm going to create what I believe in, my destiny. Anyways, very deep week for you, huh? That's what the Hanged Man energy does to us all, hey? It's about going, hold on a minute. This doesn't feel right anymore. And why? And starting to create for yourself. But if I'm to give you something to do as advice for this week, Sag, write down a list of things that you want from life, because I promise you this, the universe is helping getting you there. As you can see, the person I'm reading for is always the baby polar bear, and the big polar bear is taking you somewhere. It's going, just hop on my back and I'll show you where to go to get what it is that you're wanting. So great time of when other people could be helping you. These are people who have been through the things that you've been through before, so people of experience. But majority of it is just the universe, okay? All right, Sag, let's pull out some cards for you. Let's see what else is coming up for you. The number 7 is going to be very important for you. Judgment and the Hanged Man coming through again. Epiphanies after epiphanies. You're closing doors and starting new. You're starting new. You're starting fresh. I love this. You are, again, kind of releasing everything that has ever been holding you back. Old stories. You're learning the lessons from this now. And this is allowing you to open doors to new things. Again, we have a third eye in this card, which doesn't usually happen. I have to pick up on it, though, because it's exactly what seems to be happening for you, is where you're opening your third eye. You're being able to see things beyond what your 2 eyes can see. This is why the third one has been invited into your week here, to see beyond what other people want you to see, and what even, you're seeing things differently, which is great. And that's what the Judgment is initiating here, so that you can, again, start new, start fresh. But the Judgment, I will say, is you're learning a lesson from cycles. All right. Anything else for Sag for this week? The 5 of Cups. We always seem to have this in your reading. The Hermit. See, a lot of the fire signs are needing time. All right, we have the Magician, though, which is great. 3 of Wands. Get ready. We have celebrations coming up for you guys. And the Sun, beautiful energy coming through. But it isn't within this week that you'll see that. I'm going to be honest with you. This week is more of a week of getting this new thing started, whatever that means. It could be a new idea. All right, you're kind of going back to the drawing board, planning, prepping to get ready to go somewhere, which could be a physical journey, or again, a spiritual or mental journey. The 3 of Wands and 3 of Cups, you're waiting and anticipating the celebration, because you're starting to know, and you can see it now, that something great is on the horizon for you now that you're pulling away from something that just led to disappointment after disappointment. This is kind of a card of not getting your own way in a situation. But of course, this meaning behind this card is also saying, don't see it as a bad thing. Rejection is God's protection at the end of the day. If things aren't going right for you, if things are going wrong, then it's showing you what can go right. It's trial and error. Life is all about this. Try not to take these things so seriously. Life is just a big old game. A difficult one, I'll be honest with you. But it is, by following your gut instincts and by seeing what isn't working for you, you're finding what is. And you are finding what is, which is great. and you're expecting and anticipating. You guys are learning how to manifest a bit more here, Sag, which I like to see. This is about you learning and understanding that you have all the tools already within you to create this big legacy for yourself. It wouldn't surprise me if you guys are listening to more motivational speakers within this week, or again going to seminars and listening to people who have experience in the situations that you've been through. I like this, and if you haven't been doing that, I would actually recommend it, because you need some kind of support from people who have lived or are living the life you want to live, because you and these people, if you feel guided towards them, you're the same. And there's a reason why you are inspired by them, because they've lived the same experiences that you have in different ways, of course. I feel like life is never really the same for everybody, but they have experience in the path that you're walking down. So this is a really important. I accidentally flipped these over with my finger, and the Ace of Pentacles is there. Beautiful energy. That is about new beginnings in terms of money and stability. The seeds that you're planting now are leading towards a very prosperous future for you. The Magician again, Gemini and Virgo energy. We also have Virgo here too, which is about you getting your life organized, paying attention to your daily routines, paying attention to your health as well. Really important for you. You could be doing fitness a lot more, eating a lot healthier, or just looking after yourself a lot more here, Sag. But the Magician is all about knowing and understanding 11:11 on the clock, that you can create anything that you want to create. The only person or people that stop you are the people that you let stop you. People will step in your path. That's inevitable. People will criticize, but will you let that in? There's a nice quote, actually. You guys are really looking at quotes and inspirational things, huh? You're looking for inspiration, which is interesting. This could help you, by the way. Of course, don't rely on it too heavily, but this could be, this inspiration that you're looking at or looking for online or in people is actually helping you not focus on the negatives, which is good. Because you have had people do you wrong, and you have had situations that haven't worked out for you. All right, but you are learning how to manifest a lot more here, Sag. How to bring things to life, how to create your life for yourself, and that you have everything you need, and the resilience that you need to move forward, and the strength you need to move forward, and the ability to create, the inspiration, the motivation, the fiery energy that Sagittarius is all known for. You have the optimism too. And sometimes that can be a Sagittarius's great downfall, is staying overly optimistic. And I'll be honest, there has been moments where that has been disappointed. But when you go into your own path, the optimism is only going to be met with results, because you're in control of your path, not other people, not bosses, not, toxic partners who are controlling, not parents that are controlling of your path here, Sag. You. Oh yeah, there was a quote that I was going to say. Water can only ever sink a boat or a ship if it gets inside the ship. The water on the outside stays on the outside and actually keeps it afloat. But as soon as the water gets in to the boat, that's only when the ship sinks. Which means, Sagittarius, there will be judgments around you. You will always face criticism. That's just life. People are always out for their own gain in this world. But if you let that get to you, then of course that's the only way that your ship, will sink. But if you allow yourself to stay afloat and only let into your energy what you believe is right for you, then your ship will always stay afloat. Just be aware of what you're letting get to you, because this is also about, crying over spilt milk, getting upset about things that, again, it just shows you what you need to do. And emotions are valid, of course, and I'm saying that it's good to process these things and to grieve losses and to acknowledge, and because these emotions are helping you understand that you're not liking this anymore. This thing is disappointing for you. Or sometimes it shows you how you really feel towards somebody. Okay? But this coming through here is just saying, celebration is coming through. What is lost will be restored with the Three of Cups. What other people have spilt for you will be regained. Your happiness will be regained. But you need to take that control back. And the Hermit energy coming through, spending some time by yourself. Introspection, again, very similar to the Hanged Man energy, about kind of maybe needing some solitude to understand where you want your life to go and to communicate with spirit, or where you want your life to go. A really good time of where you might actually be going, like, of course, mountains is where the Hermit normally goes, but like to higher grounds, wherever that is, I think that having a view in front of you is very reflective, just saying. You guys are really, really reflecting on life. Really interesting. Or if you're meditating, actually have like a picture in front of you of mountains or something here, because I feel like you can embody being there. That might help you meditate. I don't know, feel refreshed. I don't know what it is you're doing, but I'm just getting weird messages now coming through. All right, let's pull one last card for you guys. The Two of Swords, and this one wanted to come out too. The Knight of Swords. This is about making a decision and going for it. No longer wasting time. Beautiful energy coming through here as well. All right. This is about you making a decision and again, chasing that. I actually see that some of you are really going to go full force into something. Dreams of yours. We like that with the Star card, wish fulfillments. Aquarius energy coming in here. I like this. I do. All right, let's pull you out here. Some angel guidance for you. For Sag, please, Spirit. Divine guidance. I'm telling you this now. Spirit is really looking out for you. They're guiding you on where to go by showing you where not to go. What isn't working out for you. It's not an attack against you. These things that are upsetting you. It's just showing you what you need to focus on. Okay, my angels? It's not. I wanted to just give you a big hug because it's not an attack against you. Spirit wants you to understand that. We have guardian angel. You guys are really guided. Look at this. Guided. We have to, I said that's so funny. I have to repeat it. Guardian angel, beautiful. People are really looking out for you here. Look, I just want to give you a hug, Sag. If you've been low, if you've been lonely, if you've been crying more than you usually have, this angel is really looking out for you. They're saying, Sag, no, just look, your life is huge ahead of you. So big. There's so much that you have to achieve. Letting these people get to you, letting these people control your emotions by letting the water get in is only going to harm you. Understand that this is helping you remain stronger by understanding maybe these people aren't for you anymore. Maybe these, again, situations aren't for you anymore. And nature, right? Getting out into nature is really important. You might find yourself being more in alignment to where spirit is heading for you to go, okay? Stargazing. Flower picking. That's cute, actually. Yeah, go do that. Or just sitting in a field or a meadow, huh? And breathing. I think it's important for you. Because I will say, I empathize. You've been through a lot. And I could go into the details. But I feel like the message here is that things are moving forward for you the moment you take back control of that pen, like I keep saying, okay? All right. And for love, please, for Sag. We have clock needs time and seduction. Very interesting. A very interesting message coming through. Because what I am going to say is that even though, regardless of whether love is in our life or not here, Sag, when we have the magician and the hermit energy, you are kind of really, your main focus is your life right now and where it's heading. Because I think that's super important for you to figure it out if you felt a little bit lost, or again, if things aren't going the way that you want it to, or if you have been rejected by opportunities or things. It's not personal, it's just helping you go towards the right thing. It's better that way, okay? You have clock here in relationships, which is saying allow things to take time, but we do have seduction, which means there is a lot of sexual energy coming your way, whether it's you're seducing people or they're seducing you. This does need time for some reason, though. Let's get a few more cards out. Twin flames. So you people, you guys are definitely have a very strong connection here. You guys are very different, but this is where a balance is created here. You complement each other. And ascending. Well, this is nice. Ascending to the next level. This could be something that starts off very sexual but ends up going into something more with the seduction and the ascending here and the clock. Maybe someone has other priorities, like work, most likely with this. I can see that. But it is going to go somewhere, by the way, but it just needs time. And to go slow is really important because it will ascend. This says transcending obstacles. So if there has been any obstacles here, we are learning and expanding from this new phase. This could go up to the next level here. We have soulmates here, soul connection. Okay, my angels, I love you guys. I wish you all the best for the week ahead. I will see you guys next time.